What's up, guys? Sports Capper Daily here, and your free plays for March 9th, 2021. Here at Sports Capper Daily, we're new to YouTube, so make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel so you never miss when we drop more free plays like this one. Now let's get into this one. We've been absent from YouTube for several days. To make up for that, we're bringing you a free play in every college basketball game on the slate today. So the first one is the 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern game between Miami and Pittsburgh. In this one, we're taking the under 136. Coming off that win from Boston College where they put up 80 points, that's kind of an outlier. You can see that they've only averaged 66 points per game, and Boston College plays no defense at all. That one is not representative of what Miami's offense can do. You look at their games against Clemson, Virginia, and Georgia Tech, those are more like it, scoring around 60 points per game. Same thing for Pittsburgh, coming off a 62-point showing against Clemson, 62 points again against NC State on February 28th. I think both these teams score in the low 60s, pushing that total under by several points. Let's get into the next matchup between Boston College and Duke. And like we were just saying, Boston College plays no defense at all. If you want to really dive into this one deep, in their past couple of games, Duke hasn't been playing defense either. But you know what? I think they get it done here. 12.5 points is a lot, especially because Duke has lost 3 in a row. Duke, their only slight chance of hope of making the tournament is doing well in their ACC tournament. I don't know how well they're going to do, but this one, I think they get it done pretty easily. Destroy the shit out of Boston College and cover that 13-point spread. Duke minus the 12.5. Your second play. Let's get into the third game. 4 o'clock Central, 5 Eastern between the Iona and Quinnipiac. Both these teams in the MAC, you might not have heard of them. Not great talent, but they still can play good games. And if you look at this one, it's only a 6-point spread. However, Iona, definitely the way better team here. Quinnipiac, not bad though, 9-12 on the season, coming off a 2-point loss to St. Peter's. However, if you look at the points per game, Iona with a nice little edge there. I think they covered the 6 points here. And if you look at the field goal percentage, that just makes it an even easier argument. Shooting 5% better than Quinnipiac. I don't think they have any trouble here. They pull away, win by double digits. Next game between McNeese and Southeastern Louisiana. McNeese favorite only by 2.5. If you look at the numbers, this one says blowout written all over it. McNeese averaging 81 points to Southeastern Louisiana 68, only allowing 72 points per game to Southeast Louisiana 78. McNeese has been averaging a ton of points, but in their past 2 games against Lamar and Nichols College, only put up 51 and 67 respectively. However, Southeast Louisiana has lost 4 in a row. This is a nice bounce back spot for McNeese. McNeese covers the 2.5 points here. That's your fourth free play. Let's get into the Long Beach CSU Northridge game, where CSU Northridge favored by 2.5 points. If you look at it numbers-wise, I think it's all about the defense here. Long Beach has been allowing people to score and score and score on them. I think that's what determines this one here. CSU Northridge gets it done. Both these teams have lost a ton of games. I don't know how good of a matchup this is going to be, but in the end, I think CSU Northridge is able to put up more points and simply outlast this Long Beach State team. Elon and Drexel both coming off of wins yesterday. And the CAA, this is their championship final matchup. All comes down to this. Only 3 points spread, just one bucket there. I don't know if this game's going to be that close. However, I'm going to like to stick with Drexel here. They're shooting so much better than Elon at this point, even though Elon has won 7 in a row. Drexel, I still think, is the better team. Look for them to win this game in crunch time. The next game between Wake Forest and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, coming off a very impressive win over Florida State. I don't think the Irish have any trouble here. However, even though Wake Forest has lost 7 in a row, don't count them out. They have not scored at all on offense, though. Might be kind of a trap game. You never know what you're going to expect from this Notre Dame team, who's had really good games this season and really bad games. However, with Wake Forest offense right now, you can't trust them to win anything. Look for the Irish to have another big win here and cover the 8 points. Sorry, guys. Alright, Mount St. Mary's and Bryant. If you look at this one, Bryant's offense been winning a ton. Look at the 85 points coming off against Sam Houston, 87 back on February 25th. This offense has been unstoppable, and their 15-5 record shows that. I don't like Mount St. Mary's chances in this one. They haven't been that good, 63 points per game. However, they have held teams to 62 points. I don't know if that really factors in here. It's just a different pace here. However, I think Bryant's the better team. Bryant covers the 5.5. Oakland and Cleveland State. Let's get into this one. Cleveland State has been a pretty good team this year. Oakland, well, they're only 12-17. If you look at it, Cleveland State clearly the better team. Oakland's defense allowing 81 points per game. And as you see in these smaller leagues, defenses sometimes are like that, just allow a ton of points. I like Cleveland State's chances to win this one. You can lay the bucket, -2.5, -110, or Cleveland State money line. Not a bad play either. -140, not too much juice. I like Cleveland State to win this one, and win this one by several points. Spread or money line, I think they're both good. Let's get into the next matchup between Manhattan and Fairfield. Both these teams just have been bad, 7-12 versus 7-16. Looking at this one though, I like this one's chances. Manhattan just lost to Fairfield, and then they won the previous one. They say 3's a charm. I think Manhattan wins this one. If you look at the numbers, they're a slightly better team on points and points allowed and rebounding. Fairfield, better shooting team. Both these teams are just bad. However, I think Manhattan wins this one. Take Manhattan on the money line, -120. That's some value there compared to the -1.5 spread. I think Manhattan gets this one done. Southern Miss and Rice. And Rice struggled in their last game, barely won that one. Southern Miss, not a very good team either. However, I'm going to have to lay the bucket with Rice. Rice has been able to put up some points. However, as you see, they lost back-to-back games against La Tech and back-to-back games against Western Kentucky right here, where they barely scored jack shit. And, this game actually might be fairly close. Rice is the better team. Let's take Southern Miss plus the 4. Look for Southern Miss to keep it close. Oral Roberts, North Dakota State. Oral Roberts coming off a very nice win over South Dakota State. However, I think they don't get it done in this one. They've won 4 in a row. I think this is kind of a letdown spot. They have a ton of momentum. I just think North Dakota State's the better team here. Lay the bucket with them. Look for them to win this one by 3 or 4. Lay the points. Take the money line. Doesn't matter if there's value in both. North Dakota State wins this one. Houston Baptist and Incarnate Word, both these teams not the best. 5-18 versus 8-13. If you look at this, Houston Baptist has a slight chance of winning. However, if you look at the numbers, their defense is terrible. I like Incarnate Word. They have lost 5 in a row. However, against this porous Houston Baptist team, I like the chances to keep it close. You can see they played on March 3rd. Houston Baptist won by 5. I think that they bounce back in this one. Take the 1.5 and lay it with Incarnate Word. Cal Poly and CS Fullerton, more bad teams. 3-19. Cal Poly, you do not want to lay anything with Cal Poly. Looking for CS Fullerton to win this one pretty easily. Lay the 6 with them. I think they blow out Cal Poly. Not even a close one. And now, number 1 Gonzaga versus BYU. BYU, went to overtime with Pepperdine. I don't know if that's very good for them. I think their momentum is low, and with Gonzaga, their momentum is always high. They play at a fast pace. They score a buttload of points. Look for them to do it again. Win 3 times against BYU this season. The spread's only 13. The closest any team has been 11 points. Look for Gonzaga to continue their Gonzaga ways. Win this one outright. Gonzaga not only wins this one outright, covers a spread by a ton. That is your last free play for March 9th. Go lock those in. Those are all free plays. Those are more than just leans. Those are my favorite plays for each of those games. So make sure you lock them in. So like this video, subscribe to our channel. Sports Capper Daily out.